I'm going to talk about my own personal experience, my journey, because I've been doing it since 2017 in a more professional setting, but I've always had this gift since I was a kid. And so I'm expressing this side of myself for the very first time publicly. Well, I did a tarot reading for 2024 on this channel, but I think before that, in 2017, I did have a channel completely dedicated to this topic, where I would do like monthly astrology readings, numerology, as well as tarot for the zodiac signs. And then I ended up accidentally deleting that channel when I tried to do a merge. I thought that you can like connect your brand account to something happened, but anyways, I accidentally deleted that account, I want to say a year ago. And so I want to talk to you guys about my journey as a clairvoyant. So what is clairvoyance? Or what is a psychic medium, rather? But you guys pretty much know what that is. That's someone who, through, whether that be quantum entanglement, whether that be through brain entrainment, or whether that be through channeling, they can know things. And sometimes it's not even something so esoteric or mystic. Sometimes it could be just a super hyper awareness that allows you to kind of see into the future. So that could be, I won't necessarily say like traveling to the future, but it could kind of be like your perception is so keen that you can kind of quantum leap and see things that other people can't see. Or you'll know just through predictive analytics how a certain situation would go based on that keen perception as well. Sometimes it's just something as simple as that. With me, I have that, but I also have the more mystic aspect of it, where it's an actual gift, like something not explained away by science. And so the best way to explain it by science would be, from my perspective, would be some sort of quantum entanglement understanding, or brain entrainment. That's the best way I could sum it up in the scientific terms. If we want to get into like psychoanalytic, analytical psychology rather, that would be more someone understanding the collective unconscious, being able to access the collective unconscious of humanity and able to decipher the data, like like this supercomputer, and they're able to cipher the data, and that would be akin to the Akashic records. That's the best way I can scientifically explain that. But for this video, I just actually want to share to you like some of the channels that I have been able to do this on. How do I okay, I just want to share my screen here. And so this is where I have been doing my readings. This is where I still currently do readings. This is not the only avenue, but it's just one of them. And so again, I've been doing this. I have to actually change my experience. I've been doing it since 2017. And pretty much I've been giving readings. I've given hundreds of readings, even though I only have 41 reviews right here. I've given hundreds of readings. People don't necessarily have the time or even the energy to leave a review for whatever reasons. But this also wasn't the only platform I was on. I was on video avenues where you would actually be able to see me and do the reading. That was years ago. Also, on Fiverr, I used to give the readings on Fiverr, if you guys know what that is. I used to do that until I just honestly, once I started getting more into other business avenues, or my energy, honestly, when I went to graduate school in New York City, was when I kind of put it on the back burner, because my mind was just in too many other things, and so that took a back seat, and so I had many clients, and over the years it was, are you going to come back? Are you going to give readings? When are you going to take it serious? When are you going to actually get back into it? And honestly, I had been stalling it, and I just realized, I'm like, you know what? This is something I actually enjoy doing. I've always enjoyed doing this. I have given readings for family and friends, obviously, but and it's just something that I'm passionate about. You know, I'm passionate about the spiritual realm as an esotericist, as a spiritual intuitive, and a priestess. It's a lifestyle for me. Out of all things that I do, I spend most of my time in a mystic role. You know, that it's a lifestyle and a hermetic role. And so when I presented myself to the public, you know, on Clubhouse and on YouTube as a scholar, someone that was more into the academic field, that is certainly an aspect of myself. You know, that's certainly a persona, is definitely one of the hats that I wear. But I felt like I was kind of hiding a very important aspect of myself, as far as the spiritual intuitive, and throughout, you know, the years, as far as my body of work, it's obvious. You know, as far as who I am, I wrote a book on Tantra, I wrote a book on the law of gender, covering Hermeticism, Gnosticism, ancient goddess iconography, all types of things throughout the year. So it was always there. It's just like, as far as speaking outright about it, that was something that, you know, I didn't necessarily do. And so, you know, I want to do that now. This is pretty much me just sharing some of the avenues about my tarot readings, about my spiritual intuitive gifts, as well as, you know, where you can find me if any of you guys are interested in getting a reading or knowing more about this. And so what we'll cover here is, you know, this is just one way you can reach me, but I want to show you, let me actually put these links. Yeah, I'll put the link in the chat, I suppose. Okay, so it doesn't look like this is sharing. Let me just make sure that it's sharing. Okay, there we go. I don't know. Was it sharing properly the whole time? It doesn't look like it was. Oh, it was. Okay. Okay, so again, with the internet stuff, it just kind of, I don't know what be up with that. If I was to show you like the internet speed properly, matter of fact, like it only does this when I go live on YouTube. By the way, it does. I'm about to show you, like, let's run a speed test, because I'm telling you, like, look at the speed test. It's at 120 megabits per second. You guys are looking at the screen, you can see it yourself. That's fast internet. But for some reason, once I decide to go live on YouTube or whatever, it starts acting up and doing all types of weird stuff and not showing properly, or be sounding like I'm choppy, like it'd be literally interference. I don't know what that's about. Well, we know what it's about, but it's just annoying as hell. But anyways, let's just go through some of my reviews, and let's actually go through my approach to reading. So for me, when I talk with my clients, or when I conduct a reading, the first thing that I want to do is, for one, express openness. I don't want any of my clients to feel like I'm judging them. There's zero judgment. There is I want my clients to feel understood, like they can express whatever is on their mind, every aspect of themselves. For one, is gonna be revealed. Like, sometimes I'll have clients that won't express to me certain things, and I'll see it. You know, like, say if they cheating, or if they, you know, got someone on the side, or they do it, so, you know, trying to hide. So even if it's something as simple as sexual orientation, during the reading, I'm gonna be able to find that out. And so it kind of, sometimes it makes it awkward if I see that, and then it's like, okay, was this something you're trying to hide? Is it something you don't feel comfortable talking about? And then they're like, oh yeah, I left that out. And I'm like, it comes up. It's gonna come up. And so what I always encourage with my clients is to express your full authentic self, and let's build that rapport with one another. Let's build understanding, no judgment, for whatever your situation is. I do not care about your sexual orientation. I do not care about your race. I do not care about even your situation and personal decisions regarding, say, you know, like some clients, they They express they have emotional feelings for someone else, and they married, or they're in a precarious situation, or they suspect that someone is infidel, is cheating, and or they overly suspicious, or whatever the case may be. Don't feel like you gotta, put on airs. I would rather you express your complete self. Other things is, what I really love with clients is when they are seeking a reading for their own inner development and even understanding of their self. So one aspect would be if they want to understand more about their natal chart, or if they want to understand about life events. Most people, they come asking about career advice, job situations, and all that, and that's fine and all. But what the tarot is, or what modalities, even if you use tools, I'm in a stage where I can go, the tools are just a conduit, but I really don't need them, but I do still appreciate the actual divination tool. But what it is, it's a snapshot of your state of consciousness. It's a snapshot into the subconscious of all of the thought mana of the collective unconscious. That is what, like, I would say the tarot is. It's a pictogram. It's pictographic of the collective unconscious through these archetypes. And through that, and obviously there's elements within the tarot itself, there's elements of numerology, Kabbalah, as well as even alchemy within those pictograms. And so if you're using, it depends on obviously what deck you're using, but if you're going to use it more of the traditional deck, then you would have to have some basic understanding of numerology, of alchemy, of rudimentary understanding of Kabbalah itself, to even put to put the whole picture together. Especially numerology is going to help, and obviously knowledge of your elementaries, your dignitaries, your earth, water, fire, air, all of those things. And so when you're using the tool itself as a conduit to kind of hook you up to that Akashic records, the collective unconscious, once you're there, you're able to see the snapshot of the collective unconscious. That could be collectively and individually, depending on the energy marker of the specific person. If you come to me for a reading, I'm able to tap into that collective unconscious on a personal level for you as an individual, and then I'm able to see the snapshot, if it's allowed, because sometimes it's not allowed. Sometimes Creator God says, I don't want you seeing that aspect of that person, or they don't need to know this information, or you are not allowed to see this information. Sometimes it does work that way, but for the most part, if it is, and generally for me as a mystic, and as the level of consciousness, the state of consciousness that I'm at, and the rank that I hold in the spiritual world, I'm usually able to see. And it comes with a great responsibility, right, and great ethics that you must have. And so once that happens, I'm able to assess that snapshot of the state of consciousness, and through the quantum entanglement, I'm able to see, okay, this is the likelihood of probability of what could happen based on these actions and this set of events, of permutation of events. It could always change, but what you would then do is use that information as advice, use that information as a wake-up call, or even just a dose of reality. And then you'll say, okay, this is what I can take to make the situation better. You want your reader to give you not so much solutions, but advice if it's warranted, if you want it, but also you want to feel empowered when you leave the reading. That's what I really want from my clients. I want my clients to feel empowered when they leave, and like they have some sort of avenue, some sort of modality to get them to the next level of what they really want, or what they want to do, or what they think they know. So that's very important. Any event that the client wants something just mundane, like they want to know about a relationship. A lot of people want to know how someone is feeling about them. That's very important. I don't judge that. I think it's actually one of my favorite readings, especially when it comes to soulmates and love. Like, I love the love readings and love frequency, and I really, really love when people are genuinely connected. I really, it is, it really bums me when I have to break the news that a connection is not what the other person wants, or unrequited love. That's always a hard one. Unrequited love just sucks. We all been through it. I've been through it. It just sucks. And I have such compassion for my clients who come to me and express, that they feeling someone, and they not, not getting the response that they want. They not getting what they is not giving. And I hate that feeling for them. So I want to help them, and I always say, like, sometimes, rejection is God's protection, but also sometimes you put all your eggs in one basket, focus on, okay, does this person go, they don't like me, they're not doing what I need them to do, and then I'll be seeing, in the Akashic Records, where they have a lineup of 2, 3 other, 4 other suitors, good suitors at that, better than what they talking and dealing with. And so I always, if I see that, I'm going to tell you, like, look, ain't no reason to sweating all on that when there's some things lining up for you. There's better things, or here is the steps you need to take to work on yourself and the vibration, so that you switch the frequency of the people that you manifest in your life. Sometimes it's just as simple as that as well. And so I always love the readings where, like the how do they feel, the love, soulmate, karmic readings, relationship readings. That's always my favorite, as well as, and humans, they like the mundane stuff, so I'm not judging. But when I do get a client that is really ready for, like, okay, what steps do I need to take for this manifestation, or for this for this moment in time, or what's the state of consciousness that I'm at right now, and how can I change that? What is the advice here through the tarot, or through the Akashic Records, or the collective unconscious? What advice would you give? Not from me, but from the higher source realm, right? That is also those are also my favorites. But again, it's a snapshot in the state of consciousness that alludes to probabilities of events and based on these permutations of the collective unconscious. That's what the tarot is. Now, there are other divination tools, and it's some of you don't even need any of those tools. Like with me, I have the gift of quantum entanglement and clairvoyance, where I don't need it, but I do like it. I do appreciate it, and I do like it, and I have learned it. Same with numerology, and even a little bit of astrology regarding natal charts. But I do appreciate that knowledge, because it is a foundation, and it helps you cipher out information quicker. Because sometimes it can be like a primordial soup, like a puddle of a big ass pool of water with all this information coming in, all this data that you got to sift through, all of this data from the collective unconscious. You could be picking up energies from, because sometimes, a client will come to me, right, and they'll say, well, how does so and so feel about our connection and our love and how they feel about me and all this stuff? And so I go and I look, and that person is not even thinking about that, or it's just something that's not on their mind. They thinking about their car done broke down, and I could really literally see this. I was like, did something happen with their car? Their car is broke down, and they were like, yeah, the car did actually break down. I'm like, honestly, that's what the hell they thinking about right now. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, they thinking about their car right now, and they had to budget, and I literally be saying, sometimes I don't say that, all of that, because I would have to protect humanity at large. You have to protect, you can't just be telling other people's business to such and such. You have to protect the sanctity of people's privacy, right? But if it's like in a marriage, I feel a little more comfortable because those people are buying it. But if not, then I will, curve the information that I'll see to protect third parties, or it's just a part of the ethic aspect that you have to do. And so I'll see that they'll be budgeting $700. I'll even see the numbers like $700 had to come from this budget to go to the card, and I'll literally be seeing that, and you got to cipher through all that. So then I'm like, okay, I got to move all this debt out the way. Now I got to actually get to the feelings of like how they feel about the actual person. and then that aspect may be blocked. So then I had to get that thought out the way, as far as like they may be thinking about their grandmother next. Their grandmother is sick. They worried about the car. They worried about the grandmother. Then I got to get through. Okay, get through. And now I'm finally at what they feel about the person. And then got to unbury all that. So it's a lot, you know. It's a lot of energy to tap into. And when I first started with the readings in 2017, I am gonna hold you. Like I literally, it was so heavy for me. I couldn't do more than 3 readings a day. I couldn't handle other people's energy because you know how people be empathic, and I am obviously sensitive to people's energy. Like we all are. Everybody in the damn world damn near empathic these days. You know that everybody's like, oh, I'm empathic. It's probably true. You know, we probably are feeling we electromagnetic beings. You probably are feeling other motherfuckers' energy. Like let's be real, you're gonna feel other people's energy. Like that's it. Like you have an electromagnetic field that reaches out 8 to 20 feet. You're vibrating photon, and based on your frequency, you're gonna feel other people's shit. Some can block that out more than others. But the day that we in, you know, in the age of Aquarius, we're gonna be feeling other people. We're gonna be able to see. People could see auras. People could see frequencies on people, entities on people these days. You know what I mean? People could see these things. You could hear entities speaking through people's voices sometimes. You know, and so it gets deep. And so when I first started, man, it was a lot. I ain't even gonna hold you. Oh, I got knocked off the internet. Okay, so I obviously got knocked off the internet. Y'all just saw me do that speed test, right? Like I'm telling y'all, like they be fucking with my stuff. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach the beginning of the other aspect of the live. I'm gonna attach that onto this video, and uh, this is just in real time. I am using another modality to record this information. So the information that got cut off in the previous live is still going to be available, and you're just going to have to watch this one, and I'll take the other one down most likely. But we just going live right off the dome, so this is all in real time. And so um okay, okay, so obviously I got knocked off of the internet. You guys saw me do that speed test of the megabits per second of internet. It was at 110 in megabytes per second upload, so and download as well. And so you guys clearly see that I have very fast internet, and I keep getting knocked off of the internet during my lives, or it sounds very, very choppy. That is obviously interference. It is done on purpose. But in real time, I'm recording this, and so the information that got cut off in the other live video of the tarot reading, what I'm going to do is attach that onto this video, and I'll go ahead and delete that other one, and it'll still be available. The information that got cut off, because it was quite a bit. Like for the last, I would say 10 minutes in another video, I was pretty much explaining in depth about uh, the Akashic records, and how the modality of the collective unconscious works. And so that's very important information in terms of how readings are done and how divination works. It's not something I just pretty much was demystifying it. I didn't want it to come off like as this clandestine uh, art form, and so I was pretty much kind of demystifying it, and that could be something that, again, the powers that be, or the really don't want people to know. Even though I don't have a big following, it's still just this being public, just talking about this stuff publicly in terms of the machinations of how quantum entanglement works, of how the collective unconscious works, of how the Akashic records work. That's still stuff that is hidden from humanity. And so it wasn't always that way. I mean, it's pretty much something that anybody uh, could understand. But anyways, the internet got cut off, and so we'll continue. And so I was talking about, like,
you know, the type of clients that I have, and how I respect my clients, how I treat my clients, and whatnot, and just the elements of the readings and whatnot. And so we'll continue with that. And so you see me. I talked about the modalities. I want to make sure I'm covering everything that I wanted to talk about. I talked about like the type of clients and the type of readings I like to do. I really like love, relationships, soulmates, as well as the more inner engineering aspect of the readings too, for self development. I love that. But now I just actually want to show you like things with my approach as well as ethics. Okay, so we're on my website, nocti.us, spiritual readings with me. And, again, I'm a five-star rated psychic advisor. I've been providing spiritual guidance since 2017. And so my approach is one of compassion and openness. Okay, so that safe space is very important for me, like creating that safe space for my clients. That is what is important to me, making sure you feel heard. If the vibe is not right, then we got to split. But for the most part, I like to connect. I don't want to rush anybody. I don't want it. To me, this is a very sacred gift. And so with respecting that gift and respecting God, however you want to look at God is your business. But for me, with me, I have a great deal of gratitude for the gift to be able to help people to see into the snapshot of the collective unconscious like that. And so with that comes a great responsibility. Okay. And so I want my client to feel comfortable, and I want the energy to be right. If the time is up, like say if sometimes you book it for a certain amount of time, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever. If the time is up and I still have more information to give you, or you still need more guidance, then I will provide that guidance. I will, you know, for one, what's most important is that you walk away feeling like you got something out of it, and that you have clarity. That's most important, that you have a greater sense of clarity. Okay. And so with me, I want to empower my clients. I want to increase their confidence, increase clarity, increase confidence and guidance. So my dedication to spiritual advisement, again, is it's a calling to me. It's a profession as well, but it is a calling. It comes out of my deep love for assisting others, and that's what I put on my website. And so here is my ethics. um, no readings for deceased persons. Um, I don't have anything against this, or if other people do this, because necromancy and all those things are real psychic mediums, and sometimes, like I just had a client whose mother had recently passed, and you know, in the event, it very rarely will I ever do it because it's not my thing. But if a client is persistent, and they're like, look, my mom just died, in that event, I would do a reading on that. But it's not, it's generally, and I'm saying that's very, very rare. Generally, I don't do readings for deceased persons. um you know the readings are, again, a suggestion. They're open for you to interpret, but also I will help you interpret, I will help guide. Okay. And another thing is, I will not give medical, financial, or legal advice. um though that's for obvious reasons. And here are some formal ethics. This is from the American Tarot Association that I use. Okay, so I will serve my client's best interests, conducting my professional activities without causing or intending to cause harm. I don't want to cause harm. And it's a balance, because sometimes you'll see things that may not be what the client want to hear. And so you have to be honest. And so it's a balance of, okay, I have to be honest, but I don't want to hurt someone's feelings either. Like, I don't want to let this person down and let them know that this job, or this job opportunity, or this situation is not good for them, or this person is not good for them, or this person doesn't is backstabbing you, shit like that. It can be really, it could really be a fine line. But again, for me, honesty is key, and it's what's in the client's best interest. Okay. And so again, never to intend harm. I'm not going to try to fear monger you, try to tell you, oh, you need to do this or else they're going to do, I'm not one of them. To me, it's about the honesty is key. And so I don't have any ulterior motives with the information that I see. It's for you. What's for you is for you. Your blessings, your life path, your journey is for you. I can only offer a guidance and the reading as it is. Okay, I treat all my clients equally, regardless of their origin, race, religion, gender, age, or sexual preference. Okay, I represent honestly my tarot qualifications, including educational credentials, level of certification, and experience. Yes, I do. You guys know I'm an ordained minister. I did take tarot classes some years ago. I want to say she's now do Biddy Tarot, but she wasn't. That wasn't always the name of her platform. Some years ago when she first came out, and so whatever course she had, she was teaching combinations. She had a course on that, and I did take that course, and that is where I got my qualifications from. I've also taken courses on Udemy. Who doesn't take a course on Udemy? Obviously, I also have a master's degree from Georgia State University in religious studies. That is more educational, but that led me to the path of mysticism and the path of the esoteric sciences to even understand tarot. So that is where that background comes from. And so I represent that honestly, and it says I will keep confidential the names of the clients and all information shared or discussed during readings unless otherwise requested by the client or required by a court of law. I do. I don't give the names of my clients. I don't tell my business. If they want to come forward and tell you about the experience or whatever they have to say about me, that's their business. But I don't tell the business of my clients. Okay. I recommend clients consult licensed professionals if they have financial, medical, psychological, or legal issues. Sometimes you do see legal issues in the tarot. A lot of times, especially when it comes to divorce or some stuff with the kids, a lot of times that will come up. But me, I'm still not obligated. I may see it, but I ain't about to give you advice or tell you, oh, you got to go to court and file. I ain't gonna do all that. But I do be seeing that. I'll be seeing it a lot throughout my time as a reader, and it'll show you like, okay, I see there's some stuff with the children in the courts with some child support stuff. I'll literally be able to see that, and it'll be confirmed more 9 times out of 10, more likely than not. But at the same time, it's a fine line between you seeing some shit and then you offering, that type of advice. Okay. And so I will also clearly differentiate the tarot reading and the professional advice additionally provided. And that's what I also do. A lady, she came to me. I didn't know any of her background, but come to find out, through the readings, it was telling me about her, into holistic. I'm not going to get into everything, but I saw the path of like a doula and a midwife in the in her path. Come to find out, she had some medical training, had a degree in that, and picked it up one time, at a point in time, and just put it off to the side. Didn't care to follow it anymore, to look into it. And so I kept seeing it. And I said, I think that you'll be picking that up again. And so she's like, well, where do I start? Where's the research? And so I, in her particular state, I just, that was more of a deviation from the tarot reading at that point. And it was like, okay, professional advice. Would you like to together do some research on, let's Google some things together to see how would you get the certification? Certifications are, only $500. And we found that out together. I'm like, oh, girl, it's only like $500 for you to do the certification. I'm not saying that I'm like, if this is something you want to do, I'm just saying, like, she said, oh yeah, I have interest in it. I was already studying that at one point and stopped. That's very different, And so I'm like, okay, well, let's do the research. Let's do some research together. And at that point, the tarot reading had stopped, and we got more into just a research, just a pragmatic research session on, okay, if this is it's just a research. It doesn't mean she's going to pick it up or she's going to go and be a doula or whatever. But it was just like, okay, I'm an excellent researcher. I'm a scholar, and so I have excellent research skills. And so that obviously was something that I had also wanted, you know, to share with you guys as far as like the differentiation between a tarot reading and a professional advice. Also, I will respect my client's right to refuse or terminate their reading at any time, regardless of prior consent. And so that is also something that I do. I had the biggest thing when you're dealing with other people in life is respect. Seriously, respect and consent. Respect and consent. More times than not, it'll take you very far in life when you're dealing with people. Respect and consent. If y'all don't have that, you really don't have a relationship, your friendship. You can't get nowhere if you don't have respect and consent. If you don't have that in any foundation, whether that be a friendship, partnership, business partner, client, teacher, client, advisor, then the relationship ain't gonna go anywhere. And so with me, respect is key and consent is key in all aspects of my life. It's as simple as that. And so I just want to share with you, like if you guys are ever interested in receiving a reading, here is my website. You can book a reading on my website, nacti.us. I'll put the link in the description, as well as when I'm just gonna do a playback live of this on StreamYard because of what happened earlier with the other live. But some of the readings offered here is to me they're decent price for my time and for my gifts and what I give. Matter of fact, let's just look through some of the reviews first, and so that you guys can actually see, what other people have to say. It's like, okay, you can say what you got to say about yourself, but what do other motherfuckers think about you, right? And so that's very important. And so here are some of my clients and what they're saying. They have their these are not you don't get to see like any PII or personal identifiable information. So that's good, right? You don't actually know who these people are, but this is public as well. So this is public. This is a public profile. Um, and so some people were gracious enough to leave me review, and this goes back 7 years, yeah, 6 years. And so let's just look through some what people were saying. And so one says, wonderful reading. She was able to answer all my questions thoroughly and accurately. Kylie is definitely gifted in reading energies, feelings, and intentions. She's definitely a favorite. A gifted advisor. Her insights are accurate without giving me much information. Too bad our session abruptly ended due to unstable internet connection. Definitely will be back for more insight. Another person said, great reading. Thank you. Another person said, she's the real deal and very accurate. Thank you. Another person said, this woman is excellent. Give her a try. You won't regret. She can read the situation very good. Every detail, just wow. So, I'm good at what I do. I like it. I enjoy it, and I have the highest amount of love and light, in my energy and my approach to the readings with my clients. I really want to help. I really want to make people feel good, give them clarity. You know what I mean? Give them the answers they seeking for. This is something serious to me. It's very serious. And so let's continue. Another one says, wow is all I can say. She knew and saw everything before I even mentioned it. She literally answered my questions without me even asking it. Amazing. She's truly gifted. No one has ever read my situation like that before. Knowing so much detail, infinite stars. I would definitely chat with you again. Oh, that was so nice. Perfect. She is amazing and detailed. Helped give me clarity I've been searching for a long time. Another client says, I had an absolutely amazing experience getting a reading from Kylie. She's a real one, and picked up on many positive as well as negative qualities about the people I was talking about. She also really took the time to ensure I was comfortable with her connection she had made before she started charging me. So real, authentic, and warm. Please give her a try. Yeah, that's another thing. Like I won't start charging you until like I understand what you are asking, what you are saying, and this is for per minute. This is where you can find me if you want a per minute reading. If you want a session, that's where you go to my site. Um, I thought we was sharing this the whole time. Let me make sure. Okay, that's okay. I'll just have to put. Okay, I think you guys can see it now. I wasn't sharing the right review, the right page. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Now you guys should be able to see it. Okay, so let's go back to the first page so you can see evidence of what I was sharing because it wasn't sharing. Okay, and so here we go. So now this was the first page of reviews. This was the second page of reviews that I just read. And so here is the third page of reviews. Okay, so let's go through these. So she said, this reading helped me understand so much about my current situation. Thank you so much for bringing clarity to my situation. Another client says, connects well. Thanks so much. Another client says, she really clears up and takes her time to provide accurate insight and knowledge she foresees. Appreciate her. Good and quick. Appreciate her so much. Her last reading turned out accordingly. Another one says, thanks again for the reading. Great catching up on things with you. Wow, real deal. Detailed for sure. She is fast, very well spoken, and gives a lot of info. She answered multiple questions quickly and thoroughly. Recommend. Thank you. Very honest to the point, no sugarcoating. And another one says, this lady was super accurate with just names and kept it real with me. I possibly might have had a chance with this person, but I'm glad that she calmed my spirits down with her insight and make me feel better. God bless and thanks for the second reading. Highly recommend. That was nice. So now we're on the fifth page. And she's another client says, I'm just trying to get through. I'm going to just read the longer ones. And another client says, I love the reading I had with Kylie. She knew a lot and brought me some clarity. I had to leave because of some errand, but I do hope to continue our reading soon enough. Thank you. Okay, and so this is the sixth page, seventh page. I think you guys get the point. Very strong insights and clarity provided a red thread for me on the other readings I received and really put it all together. Thank you very much. Okay. And so, nice reading many details. I do like, I'm very detailed oriented. And so if you are one of those clients that do not care for details, you know, then you have to tell me that. Like, so you have to, like, sometimes you have to, like, I'll get to the point, as far as like trying to just waste time. It's not that type of deal. I'm going to definitely get to the point, answer your questions. But I provide a lot of detail, and that detail is good because then it's like, okay, oh, she really is seeing some shit. Like she really is seeing something. And so, sometimes I could pick up very minute details, like the person that they're dating is in the military, right? It was one time I'll never forget, because this is when I really first started, and this is when I really knew I was really hooked up to the Akashic records, because I could see like stuff that just had nothing to do with the reading, but what with the question, but was details that added to the reading. So I'm like, well, this person's in the military, and so that's overclouding the situation. I say, I guess you guys are supposed to be going on a trip, but there's something with the military that's gonna prevent that trip from taking place. And I was literally able to see that, and they're like, yo, we really was planning a trip. Oh yeah, he really is in the military, like, and so those details help. It helps build the connection. It helps me understand you. It helps me understand the context of everything that you're seeking about. Okay, and so these are the reviews. So now let's go back to my site, and so we have different types of readings here. I do have these are the sessions. So again, you go to um, my psychic network page if you want the per minute a session. If you want per minute, if you want an actual session, you need 30 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour, or even a membership. Then you'll go to my site and you can book it, and it's actually booking where you can input your questions in, your date of birth right in advance, as well as schedule the date and time that you want to do your appointment. Okay, based off my schedule and based on your schedule. And so that's great. You could just go to my site and do that, and whatnot. And so if you want a 30-minute reading, we can do that. You can have it either live via the phone. You can do a live chat if you're shy and you want just to do a actual real time live chat. We can do that, or we can do pre-recorded. If you don't have time to sit on a phone for 30 minutes with me or chat for 30 minutes, and you just want, look, here's the questions, here's this, send me the pre-recording with the pictures of the cards. I will do that. I will pre-record it live for you, and just send it to you in the digital file. And so you can get a 30-minute reading. You can also do this for the 1 hour. Okay. You'll schedule it. I get back to you. It'll be no problem. If you need just 15 minutes, you want audio or live or pre-recorded, and you want it in within 24 hours, I can get that to you as well. This is the 24-hour one. If you know that you need something that's real quick, 15 minutes, and you need it within 24 hours, you can book that. This is for in-depth love reading, but you can also, if you have something else, you can do that. I'm probably going to make another one for general, but this is for within 24 hours in-depth love reading, audio or live. That's on there too. Um, Again, the difference between the 24-hour one and the other ones, the 30-minute and the 1 hour, is obviously time, but also it's not 24 hours. You're scheduling, you're booking an actual appointment, and it's live or via phone, chat, or pre-recorded. I also can do a video call with you. If you want to do a video call, we can do 30 minutes or an hour. Most of the time, I find that readings, they could generally, for me, I don't really see much going over 60 minutes. I've seen around the range of 30 to 40 minutes is where I usually, usually what I notice clients get. And so 30 minutes of video call, that's fine. We can do that. I will talk with you video call. You go and schedule that as well based on your schedule. Then we have the tarot membership card club. Sorry. And so with this one, um, it's a monthly membership that can last as long as you want to, and so you pretty much you get two 30-minute readings with the maximum of 4 questions per month. Okay, and so you would still book this. There's some rapport building. This is the form that you fill out: your gender, your questions, your phone, if it's alive, your date of birth, and your email, and then you book. Okay. And so here you book right, you just book your time. Okay. You do it right there. You do it right there, and you pick your days, and you can go as far out as you need to. If you need March, April, May, whatever, you get the point. And so you could do that. This is for the membership club. This is for people who um, I have rapport with. I would suggest that we had an appointment previously before getting that service. Don't just jump into it. Another one is the 1 year of 30-minute weekly readings. This one is the 1 year membership of tarot readings with me. Okay. I'm very excited about this one. And this one is also for steady clients that I have a rapport with you. You love me. I love you. And I am dedicated to spending that one on one time with you weekly. And so here, um, I'll show you. It's this is a year long commitment. It's to personal growth and experience in my services. And you pretty much for every week you get a 30-minute session. It could be via Zoom, telephone, or live chat, and it's going to last 12 months. Now you have that option, or if you don't have time to meet weekly with me and you want to do it bi-weekly, you can do two 60-minute readings for a total of two monthly readings, and it still is the same amount as the weekly 30-minute ones. You'll just be getting two 60-minute readings per month, and you schedule that according to your needs. We will exchange emails, obviously, once you book this service. And this would be a broad range of topics that are based on your needs. It could be shadow work, root work, psychic readings, goal setting, what you need. It could be love reading, career reading, whatever is at that time that you need for the week. Get it all out, because I'm telling you, a lot of the clients are repeat, and I don't mind that. I prefer that. Uh, some come daily. I find that's a bit much, but I would prefer weeklies. And that way, it should be a session where you're growing and where you are developing. In the event that you just want to know something in general, I understand that, but uh, coming to this session weekly with a plan of what you need, making sure know your needs and your interests before getting on this service. Um, but I think it's a great service, and I um, have flexibility to work with you one on one. Okay, and so here's just some things about the obligations and some of the things you're getting into. Um, if you decide to do the 1 year membership, I just need your time zone, email address, your list of questions, names. And once you book this, I get back to you within 24 hours. And so you would have to look through this information and make sure that this is something that you would be interested in. So it's a 1 year commitment from the date of purchase and concludes at the time the following year, unless we mutually agree upon otherwise. If you go on vacation or something comes up, an emergency comes up, and you're not able to get your readings for a couple of weeks, something that's understandable, and we will roll over those readings. Generally, they're not rollovers, but if you get in touch with me in advance and you say, "Look, something happened with the kids, or something happened with such and such. I got to go out of town, and I'm not able to get my reading this week. Can we roll it over, or can we do that's totally understandable, or we could reschedule it, you know um and so that's for the year membership. And so if you're interested, you can go to Nakti.us and you can book those spiritual readings with me. I am also on Etsy. I just started Etsy, and I'm excited about Etsy. I don't have much. I buy stuff off of Etsy. Like, I bought like an Oregon pyramid and like different types of crystals and shit like that. But like, I don't have a Etsy shop, so this was my first time putting this all together, literally this week. And so I said, um, I want to see what this is about. And so you guys, it's pretty much the same things that's on the shop, but sometimes you may feel more comfortable on Etsy as a platform. There's a third party involved. It's an aggregate company, so maybe you'll feel more comfortable purchasing through Etsy than the website, and that's fine. Um, but it's pretty much the same exact information and the same type of reading sessions that you would see on my site. Okay, and so that's Etsy. I'm going to put the link for Etsy and my personal website on there. You guys also have this website. Let me share this. You should have this link as well. Check me out. I want to build with you guys. Long term, this is something that I'm coming out publicly with because it's something I've been doing for a long time. But I'm picking it up more. Have been picking up, as you can see, throughout you know my time since 2018. I've just been on and off with this, but I'm picking it up again in 2024. It's 2024, right? And so it's a reckoning. It's a new day. It's a new age, and so this is something that I wanted to share with you guys because it's something that's taken up way more of my time in a good way. And so if you guys don't see me on YouTube as much, that's why. I am still going to be posting weekly. I wanted to get into like the everyday YouTube video, because I was listening and inspired by one of my teachers on here, and he was like, "You got to post videos every day." And I was really like, really? Like, that's how he started out. He posts a video every motherfucking day. And, some of them are posting several times a day on YouTube, like literally 4 times a day going live, like camera and all. Like, that's amazing to me. Like, that's work ethic. Like, that's like you serious about YouTube. And I haven't got up to that stage. I wanted to get there, and I think I can get there. I don't know about the everyday thing. Maybe several times out the week, weekly, every day. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of overkill because then it's like if you don't got much to say, I'm a person of value. I'm a person of soul food. So if I don't have nothing to say and I'm just on here just to get on here, like I'm not on the host roll with YouTube. So it's like if I ain't got shit to say, then I'm not gonna go on YouTube. That's just me. Like I like it. I have to feel passion. I have to feel value. Like something I have to say something of value to to get there. You know, to actually have that energy to get my ass on YouTube, hook the yard stream up. You see, they be cutting off my internet and stuff, and talk my shit. You know, but I have to start to treat YouTube more as the avenue that it once was, even though it's so far deviated and removed from what YouTube was. YouTube was, man, you guys remember how it was the wild wild west, but it was a great platform when it first came out. We all know that, and many of you older YouTubers used to talk about the days of old all the time. Y'all school us on how it used to be and how things have changed, and your disillusions with YouTube. And so I still respect you. I still appreciate YouTube, no doubt. It's just, the daily thing. I don't know about that. I don't know about daily. I think it maybe because channels grow exponentially, supposedly, unless you're fucking shadow banned. But channels are supposed to grow exponentially, and so if that's the case, maybe that would be motivation enough to get on here more. Right now, my channel is so small, and with the things with the shadow ban and with the cutting off of a lot of the interference with my streams and all that. Like I just don't know. I don't give up though. You know what I mean? I'm committed to my YouTube channel, to my craft, to the readings, building with the public, building with family. You know what I mean? I'm committed to that. So I'm not gonna go nowhere. I'm not quitting YouTube. I'm not quitting nothing that I'm motherfucking doing. I'm not switching up my style. I'm not doing none of that. I'm gonna work on my cursing though. That I can promise you. I'm gonna work on my cursing. But um I don't give up. Okay, so I'm gonna be. I don't care how much they cut the streams, they cut the YouTube off, they mess with they cut the internet. I don't care how much they do. Fuck up the Wi-Fi, so I'll be sounding all choppy. I'm bringing my ass back on here. I just gonna have to deal with it. Y'all know what's going on. I just showed you that internet speed at 120 megabits per second. I have internet. You see, that's an excellent connection. You see it. Why is it cutting off in the middle of a damn live stream when I'm talking about quantum entanglement and stuff? Why? All of a sudden. I'm telling you. And then it happens all the time when I go live. It never happens any other motherfucking time. I'm telling you, I do mad stuff on the damn internet. Nothing ever happens. Smooth. Soon as I go on YouTube, boom, everything want to mess up. It's by design. And I know who's doing it. I know who's behind it. And it's fucking annoying. But it's like, damn, you that threaten, like, like, you got to work on that hatred in your heart, for the chosen ones, for the ancient ones. It's like, ooh, it's just a horror, and I'm not the only person that go through it. It's so many of us light beings, chosen crystal niggas, crystal children, crystal indigo, chosen one, ancient ones, and it's our time. We went through a lot. You know what I'm talking about. We went through so much on this planet. It's our time. And it's like the enemies of our souls are still trying to, block our messages, block our light, do all types of throw a little, and it's like, you got to work on that. Like, I can't relate to that level, that level of low vibration. You know what I mean? I can't relate to that. I just can't. And so I'm gonna get off of here. I love y'all. Check out um my work. Check me out. Hit me up. Check out, get a reading with me. I would love to build with you guys. Really, I would love to have sessions with you. So book you a reading. Also go to NikeUniversity.com. We're going to get into some more holistic courses on there. There's some courses on there. Check that stuff out. As well as I have books. I have 18 books. um I'll put the links to my books in the description as well. But you're bound to find something that's enriching for you. You bound to find something that's enriching for your particular moment in time, for your particular state of consciousness at this time. Okay. And so I love y'all. Okay. Let's continue to grow. Let's continue to build. Let's continue to transcend consciousness, transcendence, great equanimity of the mind, tranquility of the mind is what 2024 is about as well. Yes, the reckoning. Yes, the year of exposure. Yeah, we tearing the frame out of this system's ass. I'm telling you. It's all I feel all day. I be in that astroverse. I'll be in the omniverse, all types of stuff, and I be seeing these angels, Metatron, Sandalphon. They don't clock their ass down here too. I mean, it's going down on planet Earth. It's really going down on here. Like it's gonna be forever changed, and it's a beautiful time. And and so while that's the case, yes, it's the reckoning. You see Cat Williams put his stuff up. He talked his shit. You see mad people coming for Orlando Brown talking his stuff. You see God's chosen ones are coming out and exposing it for what it is. Yes, that's going to be true. Yes, we saw what happened in the New York tunnels and all that stuff. It is going to get even more real. But we also in an age of great equanimity of the mind. So people going to be coming enlightened. It's not just, oh, yeah, I awaken. And no, y'all going to be having like ascended master level enlightenment on this planet. Seriously, just an average 15-year-old, an average 20-year-old. It's going to be understanding all types of intergalactic travel, how to travel, time travel, all types of stuff. Seriously. And so get ready for it. So it's a beautiful time. I love y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye.
Are you ready for a mesmerizing linguistic journey? Step into the enchanting world of Tut language, an invaluable part of Black American heritage. Delve deep into this unique language where every word resonates with the rhythm of a resilient culture. Explore thoughtfully designed lessons that unravel the linguistic intricacies of Tut, from pronunciation variations to regional influences. Engage in interactive language games like word matching and pronunciation challenges that will deepen your understanding and sharpen your skills. Dive into live Tut bingo, historical and cultural role-play scenarios, and weekly open mic sessions featuring Tut music and poetry. Don't miss this incredible opportunity to celebrate culture and embrace language. Enroll now and start your Tut language adventure. Enroll now and receive 3 free Tut language books, thoughtfully created by colleague J.N.S. It's an invaluable addition to your learning experience. ready for a mesmerizing linguistic journey? Step into the enchanting world of Tut language, an invaluable part of Black American heritage. Delve deep into this unique language where every word resonates with the rhythm of a resilient culture. Explore thoughtfully designed lessons that unravel the linguistic intricacies of Tut, from pronunciation variations to regional influences. Engage in interactive language games like word matching and pronunciation challenges that will deepen your understanding and sharpen your skills. Dive into live Tut bingo, historical and cultural role-play scenarios, and weekly open mic sessions featuring Tut music and poetry. Don't miss this incredible opportunity to celebrate culture and embrace language. Enroll now and start your Tut language adventure. Enroll now and receive 3 free Tut language books, thoughtfully created by colleague J.N.S. It's an invaluable addition to your learning experience.
Welcome to Nocti.us. Nocti by Kali J.N.S. is a botanica shop that has over 4,000 metaphysical products to assist you in your spiritual journey. On Nocti.us, you can find all of my exclusive lectures that can't be found on YouTube. Just click on Shop Botanica on the menu, choose your category, and shop for your favorite items. You could also select a spiritual advisor to get a reading on decisions most important to you and check your daily astrology. Please check out my books, The Nocti Philosophy and The Nocti Queen Mothership. And stay tuned for weekly content. And don't forget to subscribe and share the channel so we can reach as much people as possible. Let's continue to help one another, transcend our consciousness, and let's rise as one in truth, power, and love. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.